That looks kind of loud. It might have been just the right volume. We'll never know, because I turned it down. Necro. Dudley. Oh, meaty Parry. Oh, that was a good... That was actually really nice to stop electricity and try and throw right away, with Dudley anticipating multiple parries. Dudley was not going to attack on the way down from that jump. No chance. He was parrying over and over. I shouldn't say no chance, but probably not. You would parry once and then attack on the way down if you were very strongly anticipating a light electricity, but Necro had already shown anti-air, like, stronger electricity multiple times. Caught a backdash with EX machine gun blow? That was weird. That was whack as fuck. So I failed super. Spin knuckle, that was like medium spin knuckle, right? I'm pretty sure super would have punished it. Or was that light spin knuckle? Why do they look the same?
Are you ready? Go.
Yeah, Dudley has so many good anti-airs. Oh, that was nice. Parry delayed parry, anticipating short swing blow. He had the whole ass read. He's like, okay, this is the meaty. That was parry into instant throw. Not bothering to anticipate a short swing blow. This can kill. Ooh, well, it could have killed. What was that supposed to be? Why'd he get a towards roundhouse? Nice, good punish. Good parry, good punish. I think he lost the early hits of that super, so the post freeze parry was easier. Jump jab, I think? Maybe jump strong. God, they all look the same. I'm not even sure I've seen Dudley's jump short or jump forward. Overhead again there. Was that supposed to be walk-in stand roundhouse? That looked like jump jab. Or jump short, I think. Jump jab, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Oh no, that was supposed to be ducking super, wasn't it? Ah, he parried 4 times, I guess, anticipating a longer string. But it was only the first 2 hits. 2 parries into button would have punished, but, you know, he just read more buttons. Stare Manos doesn't activate short swing blow. There you go. Not overhead, maybe it was a short swing blow. I mean, yeah, short swing blow. Cross counters to that parry. Oh, he was jumping back. Okay, this is big. It's not gonna kill yet. Miss ducking. Oh my god. Both of those towards medium kicks could have led to super. Hello, elephant emoji. That was Parry, anticipating medium or heavy dive. Nice, nice, nice! It's rare that you see 3 of those. Jab? Too far. He wasn't point blank when he landed it, and I'm not even sure if that works on Dudley at all. Inside the corner. Oh, very tricky! This is nice yang play. Yeah, nice and safe. Just hold them back. That is the jab. Mid-screen, no less. A lot of damage. Didn't use super, it's alright. Not using super is probably the play here, because, you know, the hard knockdown is mostly important if you've got another super and you want to go for, like, overhead or something like that. Saving the meter was good. You can chase Yang during this Rekkas, but Dudley didn't do it fast enough. He could have done, like, ooh! Yang has, that's a really big trick that Yang has. That's one of the reasons he's one of the safest characters in the game. Whoa, reversal super. Don't see that very often. Jump back to keep the corner. I usually just punish him the other direction, but Aura doesn't care that much. What was I gonna say? Oh, Yang can delay EX Rekka extra hits so much if he wants. So the parry timing is extremely variable. And if he does instant, like Rekka Rekka, you need something really fast to go between them if it's EX Rekka. You need like parry into throw or something like that. Something really quick. That's not even gonna work. That's like Yang's one invincible reversal, and that's, you know, one of the main reasons you ever see it. It's pretty bad in other contexts. It's not a very good super at all, just because there's no setups. Yang doesn't have like a good special move that cancels to super. I think his only special move that cancels to super is fucking Palm. Man Grab doesn't. No version of Rekka's does. Uppercut doesn't. Teleport doesn't, obviously. Graduating. How exciting. Boyfriend material character. Probably can. He looks like he's got his shit together, plus he's rich. Unfortunately he's married, so I guess he's like the worst boyfriend material.
Are you ready? Go.
Necro's like, I don't know. Yeah, Dudley, because he's also like wealthy and he doesn't seem like a wife beater to me. You know what I mean? This fucking guy obsessed with class. I don't think you have to be too afraid. Getting beaten up. See, Urian seems like he could be a wife beater. Maybe Alex too.
Final round. Engage.
Alex comes home after fucking day at the gym and he's like, "Where's my dinner?" And then if you don't have the dinner ready, he gets mad. Alex seems like he just wants to work on a car. Guitar?
You win.
He seems more like a drummer to me.
Battle.
These are games from a few months ago.
Engage.
This is almost, this is 9 months old footage. It has the date in the video if you're keen of I. 2020 9/11. Everyone's favorite date. Ah, tricky. Nice parry, nice punish. You should finish the glass project. You're welcome.
Prepare to strike. Now.
No, it's when they write year first, it's month second. This is from September.
You win. Fighters ready. Engage.
Nice. That move is kind of parry bait. Like obviously there's no, you can't react to it, and it's decently rewarding when it hits. But I think you can parry it low or high, and there's no mix up with it except when he times it. He has one hit and he can't cancel it or anything. Nice. 2 hits of electricity, then he buffered super. That's pretty funny. I think almost anyone would just do 1 hit of electricity and then buffer super for safety. But the dash in, whether it was some accident or on purpose, I have no idea. Could have been either. You get extra damage if you're sure that you're not gonna they're not gonna fall out. Very nice. Parry and punish. The side swap on that was particularly impressive. Oof. That actually got the first hit immediately, which meant that parrying pre-freeze or parrying with a 1-frame window were the only ways to do it. Oh, electricity would have been good there. Electricity super, rather. That anti-air is super good. Low strong early, because even if the opponent parries it, they don't get an actual jump in. They still gotta deal with the mix. This is looking nice. Yeah, good play by Necro. Very safe. Those were hard like reads for Dudley to make, having the empty jump low there. One frame itself is the freeze, I think. Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's one frame for Dudley for one frame moves, one frame startup moves, like Dudley sa3.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Great confirm. Dudley's in serious trouble right now. Isn't it? I thought it was. I thought 1 and 3 were both one frame, and then I say 2 is 2. It might be 2 frames to parry it then. Oh no! Ken's is, I think, 2. 2 frames startup then active. Because it's you need a reversal timing to punish -3 attacks. Like Shoto low forward. I think. All these numbers are I thinks. They're all very close to each other is the thing. Are Dudley supers different speeds for the first hit? I thought they were all the same. I think the only difference is the distance traveled. I could be wrong. And the distance traveled is good and bad, because if you get extra distance traveled, you have more likely to get more hits. But if you have extra distance traveled and it's blocked, you are much more unsafe. Also, sometimes depending on the setup, you can zoom under them with the heavy super, so you want to do like medium or light.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
I didn't even know that Dudley's super had different versions for a while. They still do that in later SF games, but you don't really, it's not really as relevant. For example, in Street Fighter 4 and 5, Ryu can do a Shinku Hadoken at different speeds based on which button he presses. As a super with different versions. Of course he has a butler around. Scotch.
Are you ready? Go.
Yeah, in terms of links, Dudley has a lot of one-frame stuff. There you go, this one. Nice. Very obnoxious. You can react to short swing blows with parries, but you gotta be ready for them. And a lot of Dudleys don't really pull it out that often, which makes it really difficult. But it is a reactable attack with a single high parry. 3 hits, 3-hit parry with EX. There's also the possibility that Dudley can super cancel it, but there's an option select against that. The option select is you just parry twice. And then even if he doesn't do the super cancel, you can still parry in time. I mean, you can still punish in time. Ugh. With the perfect release, he might have been able to dizzy Dudley. Hard to say. There's not that many characters in this game. People often ask me that, but that's the honest truth, is that in a game with 19 characters, remembering character specifics is actually not very hard. Especially when a lot of the characters have like similar, like everything that works on Yang works on Yun and vice versa. And Ryuken, Akuma, and Sean are generally the same, with very, very slight occasional things. Damn, he went for the gold! He went for max damage.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
He dropped it though. A jump in would have been better maybe. Thunderbolt. Oof. Low parry got hit by Staminouse. Clean.
Final round. Go.
I can tell you for a fact that Oro can jump over Akuma in the corner, but not the other three. There's a couple other random little differences I know. Thunderbolt was a move that was really difficult to salvage. There was like no way to make it good. It's weird that they brought it back for sf4 because there was almost no way to make it good in that game. The only thing it kind of did was a chip out, which is the only time you usually saw it.
Now. Are you ready? Go.
Low Fierce from Ryu as a counter poke is so cool, but it's pretty risky because that move kind of takes a while to whiff. Ryu's Low Fierce, like every character is jealous of that normal. That normal's fast as fuck. It's like a 4-frame heavy
Prepare to strike. Now.
with a great hitbox. Every other Shadow would die for that normal. Jumps in on Oki and does the air grab to bait the reversal headbutt from Urian. That's kind of cool.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
That would work. It'd be pretty good. I can only think of that one. Ah. That dizzy bar. Oh, GG. He gets a lot of meter back too. Next successful hit is going to build enough meter for another Denshin.
Are you ready? Go.
Next successful knockdown. Ah, I can't believe that worked. You can. It's still pretty easy to mess up. That dizzy bar is never gonna be. It's never gonna not be a problem for this whole round. Unless Dudley just gets a series of knockdowns into supers or something. Ugh, missed the punish. Nice punish. Love seeing that. The low strong's supposed to reset, but the super hits fast enough that it doesn't reset in time. Because in this game it takes a few frames to actually reset the opponent. So really fast attacks can hit pre-reset. It's one of my favorite mechanics of Third Strike. It's super cool. That's why you see the Akuma jab into heavy Tatsu after light Tatsu. I wouldn't say it really beats block. It's more like it doesn't lose the block. If Oro does empty jump throw at such a timing that Urian wakes up before Oro lands, then it seems like Oro's going to whiff the air throw and then be slightly minus on landing. Just because of the landing recovery frames. Air throw has no like extreme... Okay. So the SA2 can be parried after the super freeze. I think every super in the game can be parried after the freeze, but I could be wrong about like one of them. I mean obviously KKZ can't be parried after the freeze. I think in Second Impact there were a bunch of supers where you couldn't parry them post-freeze if you weren't... Like you couldn't even block them post-freeze if you weren't already blocking pre-freeze.
Battle. Go for it.
Because they were that fast, you didn't have a single frame to block. Because you couldn't input during freeze, plus there were no frames after freeze. I've heard that EX mirrors like that in this game if you're absolutely point blank. But I can't think of a time it ever happened to me.
Are you ready? Go.
Yes, a Hugo SA1 cannot be parried after the freeze. Or at all.
You win.
There's a lot of messy jankness like that in Second Impact. Ooh, 12. This character doesn't even fucking exist in Second Impact.
Go.
That's one of the things that, like, for all the people who are like, oh my god, Second Impact was so masterful. I don't think that's necessarily wrong. There's definitely some things it does that Third Strike kind of goes back on. But, like, what if you wanted to play, like, Makoto? She's not even fucking in that game. Or the other new characters in Third Strike. Remy, don't mind him. 12, Chun-Li. We could do without both of them and the game wouldn't change much. Makoto would be ashamed to lose though. Q. Q's very popular. He's not in Second Impact. That's all of them. None of those characters have very good mounts. I would say that Urien and Oro were added in Third Strike, if you know what I mean. They're pretty janky in the older games. Ooh. That was a nice combo. Yeah, double dungeon sounds fun until you're fighting it. Oh, it didn't even get a single hit. I thought it would just tag on the last one. Let's try Toll's hanging on. Oh, that's so good too, because that's like jab anti-air into needle versus jab anti-air into axe would have different parry timings.
You win. Into the heat of battle.
Yun is like just as broken in Second Impact. Maybe not just as broken, but he's still extremely busted. I guess technically, yeah, now there's the infinite Gene juggle. You won't see that, probably. Since it was only discovered recently and it's extremely hard to do. But Yun has, like, even without that, Yun has, like, infinites in Second Impact, I think, with Gene rebuilding meter in the corner. But even then, Gene is, like, almost as broken in Second Impact as it is in Third Strike. Nice. I'm a little sad because 12 lost, but also it was, like, pretty nice kill.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Whoa. Imagine if 12's throws did like twice as much damage. I feel like that would make him a decent character. If like the throw half of his mix-up was just way stronger. Look how weak his throws are. I mean, throws are weak in Third Strike in general. I really feel like that would go quite a long way to fixing his character. Ooh, backdash and wake up. And then he tried to low profile jump in. But Dudley timed it right. That's pretty risky. 12 is really short when he walks.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Decent confirms to super is not the first issue I would fix with him. They're weak, but he can confirm super, which is something. It'd be nice to be like a Ken style confirm where you just hit a button and you could react, but I don't think he has one of those. But you've got axe cancels and low short and stuff like that. What he actually needs is suction on axe would fix like 80% of the character in one instant. Yes, 12 has good footsies. He finds hits very easily, it's just the hits are weak as hell. You can just kind of like, what's the word? You can kind of like force your way in versus 12 because of the risk reward. Like even if he hits you, you don't really take that much damage. You can kind of play really risky against him because he can't really punish you for playing risky. That super cancel is really difficult, and also, you know, SA2 is kind of bad anyway, because the only setup is that. Whereas SA1 does a few things in neutral, such as long range punishes, such as anti-airing,
Are you ready? Go.
such as confirming for more things. And then once you use Super 2, you're out of meter, which Super 1 doesn't have that problem. Going back to 0 meter is kind of annoying. Yeah, no knockdowns is another annoying thing. But suction on Axe would do so much.
Now.
If you just had like, if Axe would get like 3 or 4 hits. Jesus Christ. Fix the whole character in an instant. A cancelable heavy would be pretty cool. Probably Crouch Fierce, I guess, would be the easiest place to just kind of sneak it in. That moves decently fast and has no other real purpose. If you had cancelable heavy into like medium axe, that'd be nice. You see Crush Medium Kick occasionally, usually for its parry direction. The thing is, it's much faster than low roundhouse. And it punishes high parry. Or high block. It's not really used for its knockdown per se, because sweeps aren't hard knockdowns.
Now.
It's like a nice little convenient thing that it knocks down, but it's not a big deal.
Go.
But it is occasionally used just to, you know, just to do a low poke, because Dudley has very few low pokes. That's it. Shigami Daiki. Daikik or Daikyaku. Or Dayashi. I say all three, I think.
Are you ready?
I usually hear Dayashi. Why'd he miss it? Oh, I missed the jump in too. 1 for 1. It's a lot of damage to Dudley just ate though. He's halfway back to another dungeon. Shagami, yeah, crouching. And Kyaku's leg and Ashi is... I think Kyaku's kicking Ashi's leg. I could be completely wrong. Ashi can mean several different things. Because there's 2 different kanji which both have the reading Ashi that are both like leg components. He might be foot and then like leg, or like foot and shin or something like that. Are both read as Ashi. Something. I forget which one is used for the kanji for the button. Oh. It's all legs. It's legs all the way down.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
The overhead after reset. Air lights leave you very close to the opponent. Generally speaking in this game, wow, nice fucking super. Generally speaking in this game, the person who attacks always lands sooner than the person who gets reset in air to airs. SF5, one of the jankest things about that game. In fact, I would tentatively say, no, yeah, just one of the jankest things about SF5 is that both characters after an air to air landed about the same time. So it's like and like usually next to each other. So it's just like a really weird scramble anytime there's an air to air. But air to airs don't really happen that often in SF5. But in this game, the guy who attacks almost always lands first. But then the characters have different... They'll land in different places based on the strength of the air normal. So like air heavies leave the opponents like full screen. There's like super high pushback on an air to air heavy. And you see that with Q in particular, he does jump fierce, because after leaving you full screen, he just lands in taunts. And that's guaranteed against most of the cast. See, that was an air to air light, so they landed right next to each other. Didn't get hit. Maybe it's really lasted long enough. A later meaty might have been good. Later rose. That could have been a ducking super instead of a ducking throw whiff. He's got the meter to waste. Just a drop, I guess. Ooh, this is close. Oh, it almost killed. That Rose is a real meaty would have been better than the Rose is early non-meaty. Looking good. Like reversal light super. Dudley, I think, can. I don't know what Dudley does as a punish besides reversal super himself or ducking super, something like that. Maybe stand strong into super. Stand strong, duck super. Dudley's not very good at punishing stuff from far away. That's one of his biggest weaknesses as a character. There, stand roundhouse just worked. So you can't be close enough for stand roundhouse. That looked like heavy super so. Or medium or something, not light.
Are you ready? Go.
Ah, TC. Dudley has a lot of TCs you rarely see. He's got something like 11 of them. Some of them are not very useful. The one we just saw is one of the rarest ones. Nice. It's gonna trade. Yeah. That was a super good trade for Dudley.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Yeah. A couple actually. The one people usually do is medium kick, hard punch. Very strong at anti-airing. The overhead one is quite good too. Don't forget about that one. Towards roundhouse, towards forward. If you don't have super, then that's you know, the best you can get out of an overhead. Dudley's ceiling is really high. The hardest stuff Dudley has is some of the hardest stuff in the game. I would call him like 4th or 5th hardest character in the game. But if you want to just play him at a basic level, it's not too bad. He's pretty easy to learn. Half circle cancels are not too difficult. And just hitting buttons in sequence are not too difficult either. He's a bit abstract. The game plan is not super obvious with him, I would say. That's often true for characters with good normals. Because not only does he have good normals, but they're not really pokey normals. It's pretty obvious how to use a poke. But he only has like a couple decent pokes. Stand fierce and stuff.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Whoa, the ducking cancel. He wanted to go under maybe. Dudley can get up to, it depends on the character. I don't know, I didn't count that last one. Dudley can get up to 6 low roundhouses on certain characters. But you'll never see 6. People will always do 5. And then, like a ducking straight or a ducking upper or something like that. It depends on the character. I think low roundhouse isn't even max damage. I think you get more damage out of like a short swing blow. But that doesn't work on many characters. I see it on Makoto and Q, I think. Characters who are extremely wide when they fall. At least trials are kind of cool. There are a couple of them which are kind of stupid, but most of them are nice. I don't know how I feel about the fucking, the trials where it's like kill a calm. But the parry trials are neat. There should have been more parry trials. They just stopped at 10, but they should have like had you parrying all kinds of shit. There should have been like as many parry trials as character trials. They should have had you parrying like every super in the game. I don't know what a Growflon is. Are they the ones that Crystal Cube made? Is that what we're talking about? I had no trouble getting those working. I just downloaded the fucking zip and opened it. And then ran the Lua. And that was it. Every now and then I just get a comment back on that video. That's like, Ooh, this could still go either way. That was nice. Good read by Dudley. If Ryu released right away... No, I think that was just a punish. There was like nothing Ryu could do there. I think he was already dead. If Ryu released immediately, he was unsafe and that strong was going to punish him because Dudley wasn't dizzy yet. And if Ryu didn't release right away, then Dudley had time to do that stand strong and just kill him. So I think it was just a catch-all. I was going to say, every now and then people like leave a comment on there that's like they can't get it working. And I used exactly the thing that I put up. And most people just got it working themselves, so I have no idea what's going on for the people who can't get it working. It's a mystery. That's good. That's like the safest way out of that. The jump was a bit questionable, but it didn't really hurt him. Oh, it might go under. Okay, that was good. I have like 5 different installs of Final Burn Alpha, all from like different things. I have FBA Shuffle. I have like FBA, one of the older versions. I guess I got FBA Neo because that's the one that fucking Fight Kid uses. Fight Kid 2. Look at the fucking pig. I thought Urium was a real name, but it's recently come to my attention that it isn't. I think I was thinking of Uriel. Is that how you say that? Which is a real name. There are a lot of Street Fighter characters who don't have real names. Zangief isn't a real name. I don't remember if Dalsim is. Couldn't tell you if Sagat is. Adon definitely is. Adon's a real name. Scary. Those are really hard to react to. Close range tackles. Oh, Sagat. Vega's a real last name. The character in Street Fighter is, I mean, theoretically Vega was the name of the dictator. And, it seems like it was maybe trying to be like a code name or something. But, one of the reasons that they did the 3-way name swap is because Vega is an actual Spanish last name. They could have done like a 2-way name swap if they wanted. They could have had Balrog be the dictator and oh no, Bison be the dictator and Vega be the boxer. I just left Balrog alone. Edmund is a real name. Balrog is probably also a nickname. We'll never know though. We all know the boxer's real name is Mike. I think the name with Balrog was because it was the name of the ninja, Spanish ninja. I think the idea was that it was an ugly creature, and mentally he was an ugly creature. Something like that. I think they explained it like that at some point in the past. They like matched the ugliness of his heart, or something. It was a flying demon. A flying demon can be ugly. Yes, Balrog is specifically from Lord of the Rings, I think. How about Yin and Yang? Maybe supposed to be fucking Yin and Yang. But you can't actually write Yin and Yang in Japanese. The closest you can do is like Yun and Yan.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
I don't remember how fucking Fellowship of the Ring ended. Nice. He needed all that to get this done. Now this does a shit ton of damage. Oh, beautiful.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Remember when Balrog's animal costume was a fucking bison? In Street Fighter 4? Animal costumes were based, they need to bring them back. That shit was cool.
Final round. Go.
For basically every single character, the animal costume was either the coolest costume or the silliest one. And I'm down for some cool and some silly costumes. Remember when Adon said Jaguar before every single attack and then his fucking animal costume was a chameleon? Excuse me? What's an animal that stretches? Giraffe. Oh no, giraffes stretch. I guess they don't.
You win.
Sagat was a tiger, yes. Honda was a Kappa
Engage.
in SF4. Which is an animal that doesn't even fucking exist. I think someone was a Tengu as well. Goken, right? Kron was an octopus, that was one of the best ones. Tengu's another animal that doesn't exist. Nice.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Yun, he was a fucking crane or something, right? He was like a bird. I think. I can't picture Yang's. Oh. Was it Yang that was the bird? Yang was the monkey, okay. Yang was the bird, Yang was the monkey. You got Kung Fu references. Poison was a peacock. That's like the best one. That was actually fantastic. Poison wasn't even a fucking peahen, she was a peacock. They knew what they were doing. Makoto was, yeah, Makoto was a squirrel. That was a nice little shout out.
Now,
Reference to Makoto from BlazBlue, who is actually a squirrel.
into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Kumu was like a bat, I think, or something. Ryu and Guile both seem to be wolves. I think they said they tried to avoid doubling up costumes, so one of them probably wasn't a wolf, but I don't know what the fuck was going on. Because I just saw two wolves. Inside you are two wolves.
Now,
Someone else was a fox. Kemi, I think.
you win.
Maybe one of them's a dog. Technically speaking, a dog is a wolf. Genetically speaking. Oh yeah, Evil Ryu was also a wolf, so you got three. Kami was a fox. She had a foxtail. I don't remember if anyone was a dragon. I feel like someone was. Nice. Pelong was a dragon. I can't even picture it.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I don't care about a remaster of SF4. I don't think the old one looks bad yet. A rebalance, then you have my attention. Not that I think SF4 has like super bad balance or anything, but just something to like, you know, mix things up a bit. Just give everyone one new combo and have that be that.
You win.
I'm not sure what mechanical change I would make to SF4.
Engage.
Something like changing the super bar length is a little tempting, but making it 3 bars would change way too much. Maybe just meter building a little bit faster. Make red focus only 1 bar. It is 1 bar. Oh, you mean like neutral red focus? I thought you meant like fucking FADC versus red focus FADC, where it costs 2 versus 3. Yeah, that's actually 100%. They should make red focus 1 bar. It never should have been 2. That would be 10 out of 10 change right there. That's actually a super good change they should do. They should probably nerf the damage of red focus a little bit. If it's going to be 1 bar, it shouldn't be that strong. You should use it for its utility. 2 dashes. Pretty sure you could have done 1 dash low forward Tatsu and killed. He built more meter by doing 2 dashes though. Hard knockdowns are one of the things that probably should go. I don't know if hard knockdown should go per se. I think maybe they should just rework delayed stand a little bit. Maybe have like 2 different delayed stands. Maybe have like a fucking delayed stand that fucking maybe have like 3 different wake ups that all like within 5 frames of each other. Whoa, that was unsafe. What the fuck? Raw EX donkey.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
Literally the only time you see red focus in neutral in SF4 is when someone gets a dizzy. So it's not even really truly in neutral, it's part of a combo. You can use every punch and every kick in SF4. So if you're doing something like Honda low jab hands, you would do low jab, low medium punch, low hard punch, low jab, low hard punch, and that would give you low jab into heavy hands. The only important thing, you can do it in any order, but the only important thing is you start with crush jab and you end with stand hard, or you end with hard punch. Super should have been stronger. In Omega, the supers are strong as shit. You can hit 600 damage with super combos, no problem. For EX bars, supers cost 3. You have my attention. That's actually nice. I like that a lot. I think that's the way to go. And then some characters can do an EX into a super. That would be tight. That'd be a nice buff for characters who actually have good supers like Gen.
Are you ready? Go.
That's super fun. I would love playing that. 4 EX bars, but supers cost 3 and there's no way to spend all 4 at once. Supers are really rare in SF4. Almost always you'd rather have multiple EXs. Or FADC. It's not that ultras are cheap, although it is. It's more like you're guaranteed to get an ultra.
Are you ready?
It's not up to you whether you build an ultra or not. walk-in throw on the shimmy. He did wake up walk-in before throwing. He got all 6 hits in the fucking best show. If you actually get all the hits, it's Ken's strongest throw. Delayed universal overhead. I mean, it wasn't delayed. It was just going to hit non-meaty. He did the universal overhead so that he timed it so that it would miss. It would avoid a reversal throw. Or a delayed defensive throw rather. Some characters use super. You saw it decently often with Ryu, who had maybe the best super in the game. You also saw it a lot with Dalsim, who had it for. It was a very good reversal for him. Rose used her super here and there. People use super less with Rose as the game went on. You didn't really see Rose players use super very much by Ultra. It's quite a good super though. Projectile super is usually really good. Rose's super is actually so plush you can true block string out of it. Faye's super occasionally you saw as a buffer from like low strong or something like that, low forward I think. Faye had like a couple normals that were really good pokes but had no conversions besides raw super. Raging Demon you saw, and there were 3 separate Raging Demon supers I think. Almost all the supers had some kind of utility. A lot of the supers were really fast. For example, the Capri super you almost never saw ever, but it was a 2-frame super, so you could beat safe jumps with it, for example. And I think that was DiCapri's only way of beating safe jumps. So there's like stuff like that that you wouldn't normally think about. I can't think of it, like I can think of like maybe 1 or 2 times ever I saw someone do DiCapri super. Yan Yang Makoto. Not Makoto so much, she used meter too much, especially by Ultra when she got like the best EX move in the game. But Yan and Yang occasionally use super. I think Mago really famously at like Southeast Asia qualifier or whatever it's called. Southeast Asia Major. I think Mago did a really nice chip out super using Sei Embu. And everyone like lost their shit. They were like, oh my god, this is fucking incredible. He did like a roll from full screen into Sei Enbu and then did like 200 damage true block string. And it was literally like because you blocked this roll like deep into the game. Because you had less than 200 HP when you blocked this roll, you now die.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I usually saw Hakan super to punish fireballs. And never really besides that. You could also use it to anti-air, but that was kind of hard to time. And you could also use it as a reversal, but that was kind of risky. But using it as an anti-fireball was quite good. And Hakan had like no other anti-fireball besides like a slide, EX slide. Super's a lot stronger and works from more ranges, I think. Works from later, to be more accurate. Current state of SF5 I like a lot right now. Oh, post-game cancel. Swaggy. I mostly like the balance. I think Nash will probably get nerfed. Not because he's too good, but because towards medium kick is too mindless. I think either they're going to make it slightly worse or they're going to make it -4. Even if it's -4, the massive pushback means it's not usually going to be punished, but it's just going to be like kind of a momentum ender. Which is how it probably should be right now.
Are you ready? Go.
Wake up, short swing blow. That was reversal half circle forward punch. I mean half circle back punch. The overhead. Necro did that to be frame 1 airborne. That's a good reversal against the Rose. I would love a just don't call it 3S remix. Just call it SF 3.4. Just call it fucking 4th down like we all do. But I want that really badly. The back throw. The crouch fierce! That's a really bad normal. Don't think you wanted it. There's almost no times where that's a good normal to use. There's usually something else Necro can do that's a bit less risky. Low strong got beat.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
There are a lot of characters in Third Strike with super cool gameplay designs that like most people don't know about. For example, Oro. For example, Necro. For example, Urian. Urian was ported about as faithfully as they could have done, I think. There was no way to bring a lot of his trigger stuff. Instead, they just did new trigger stuff that's kind of in the same spirit. There was no way to do his mirror stuff, I should say. So what they did with his trigger is the same spirit. But I feel like Urian probably has fans now. You know what I mean? There's probably people who are like, oh man, I hope they bring Urian to the next game. It's hard to tier Dudley as anyone. That's my least favorite thing about Dudley. Is his tiny, tiny jump. No, not many. Some. They're just Third Strike fans in general. A lot of people who played Street Fighter 4 didn't like, you know, didn't play Third Strike. The vast majority, I would even say. He landed. Oh no! There are so many characters who debuted in 5 who I feel like are going to be like very requested to come back.
Prepare to strike now.
I think there's going to be Zeku fans from here on out. Rashid. Colleen, I imagine. Ooh. G. Yeah, for sure G. People are going to be like, where's G? Bring G back.
Go.
Maybe Abigail. How am I supposed to answer that? I have no idea. Just be solid.
You win.
Dude, in what way is Colleen in any way like Kula? Literally, Sakura is more like Kula than fucking Colleen is. Lucia is actually super cool now, and it makes me sad to know that she will never ever be in another game. Nice. I've won rounds because Ken players did that to me. Show some fucking respect. Nikali's gonna get dumpstered. We're never gonna see Nikali again.
Are you ready? Go.
Fong will come back, but not because anyone wants him. Although I want him. But he would come back. I should say he's going to come back regardless of whether anyone wants him. A lot of people don't seem to like playing Fong, considering he's like the 3rd least played character, or 2nd least played, or something like that. And a lot of people don't seem to like fighting him. A lot of people like his design, though. It's kind of split. Some people like his design, some don't. But Fong will come back because he's tied to the lore. Is that really a punish? Jesus Christ, imagine being ready for that. How often do Ryus really hit that normal? Stronger attacks always beat weaker ones in trades, and it's not based on damage, it's based on just attack strength. Mediums versus heavies versus lights.
You win.
It's not like, oh, I jabbed, but like I got super armored by the fucking startup with the Stand Fierce or anything like that. It has to be the attack sitting on the same frame. However, that happens way more than you would guess, because you can plan your frame traps around that. A really common one is a 3-frame trap into a medium, which almost the whole cast can do at this point. If you do plus 2 into a 5-frame medium, or plus 3 into a 4-frame medium, 6-frame medium, then it's a 3-frame window, and all 3 frames are lights. All 3-frame normals are lights. You've got stuff like Ken Light DP, and Ryu Light DP, and Akuma Light DP. But because of that, the opponent can't do a 3-frame medium, so if they do a 3-frame light, it like trades with the medium, but they won't actually trade, because input priority. The medium will just win. So basically, if I do plus 2 into a 5-frame medium, it cannot lose to a normal. The opponent cannot normal between those two attacks.
Are you ready? Go.
Cody's Fast Fray is a 3-frame heavy. That's true. So you gotta like make your frame traps like that. But like, you know, once you understand that, it's pretty easy to make your own frame traps. I could literally just make frame traps for any character very easily in SF5.
Around. Go for it.
Takes like 10 seconds of lab work. You can literally just do it so the opponent's doing a reversal 3-frame normal, and then just try various block strings if you want. Or you can just do simple math. This move is plus 2. This move is 5 frames. The opponent will have a 3-frame window to button. Nothing doing from that far out. Even with a red parry, I don't think he could do anything. Nice. Meeting Necro to air is not a bad idea. Gah! I would have parried there and I would have died.
You win.
That's not the right theirs!
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice. Oh no! He parried the last hit of EX Rekka. There was no mix-up anymore, and he still didn't punish it. By parrying every single hit of it, he literally got a guaranteed 100% guaranteed punish, and there was no mix-up. There was nothing he could do after that final parry. Was he just not counting? What happened? What went wrong? Maybe he just mistook it for like EX Rekka into another EX Rekka or something. Because of the fat ass delay.
Engage.
Between those 3 poison. I like when zoning characters have like one specific thing per like range, I guess. Oh no, he parried multiple times. Missed the punish because of it. I feel like Minot and Dalsim can like hit you with like multiple different things that all have different answers from far out. But poison, it's just like, okay, it's the whip. There's a few different ways you can mix up with the whip, but it's not like, you know, you can still make a read a lot more easily.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Ugh. Nice. Necro doesn't really zone most of the cast, at least in Third Strike. He probably would in SF5 engine. But he actually doesn't really play long range. And I hope they would try and preserve that. His actual full screen buttons are pretty shitty. He's more like a half screen character. That's the big difference between Necro and Dalsim. Is that Dalsim cannot get far enough away from you. He wants to be like 3/4 screen or more. There's still a range where Necro's like, oops, I'm too far away, I want to be closer than this. Necro will actually approach you if you're too far away. Which is like a really big difference I find between him and like characters like SF4, SF5 Dalsim. Or Manat. Manat's content to be absolutely full screen from you. She'll just like, chuck her orb at you and then explode it. She's like, okay, this is fine. I'll get chip. Oh, you need reversal or else it's not a punish. Also, yeah, that was a fucking reversal light Tatsu or whatever it was. Anti-air light Tatsu? I already forgot. I just know the first hit was parried and the second one hit. You never see that. Oh my god, getting schmixed. There you go. That was a bit weird about Oken. I think he decided to not Denjin. I think that was like gonna be a Denjin setup and he's like, nah. It was a waste. Oh my god, this is really how you play Shotos. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Non-reversal DP. That was probably to beat a throw. But Ken didn't even throw, he just did a very delayed close medium punch. Which DP still beat even though it was a fucking non-reversal DP. Very ugly moment. Oh no! Medium Tatsu in neutral. That was alright. I think this could be really good. Was that a red parry attempt? I think it was. That was super good. He just missed it. But that was a really smart thing to go for. He would have gotten a huge fucking hit. Oh, that was a red parry. Ooh, that's so annoying. Crunch Fierce. At that timing, it won't beat all air attacks. Because you have to do it late for that kind of thing. But if they're going for parry, it's very obnoxious against parry. Nice.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice. Oh, the trade of sweep. Oh no, it's gonna hit. Never mind, it didn't hit. Getting blocked though. I like the walk back, but he didn't shift to parry fast enough. But also, I get it because he didn't know how fast the fireball was going to be traveling. Based on Gen, it's a bit hard to. They seem to not be based on anyone. They know Gen. I think they might be either Gen's adoptive grandkids or actual grandkids, but I forget which. Whoa. The whiff animation of command grab dodged some hits of Tatsu. I thought they were Lee's kids. I don't remember Lee's relation to Gen either. I think Lee is Gen's son, right? Or he might be fucking Gen's nephew.
You win. Now.
The command grab started on the twins and then went to Fei Long.
Battle. Go for it.
Nice.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Dudley's tiny jump actually hurt him really badly there. Overhead does a lot of dizzy for Ryu. So the main time you see it is after he like almost stuns you with Denshin. It's quite a good overhead. It's one of the better overheads in the game. It's really fucking fast. It's like 15 frames or something. It doesn't lead to anything. It leads to stuff if you do it really meaty. But if you do it really meaty, then it's not 14 or 15 frames or whatever anymore because, you know, it's not hitting on its first active frame. So the meatier you do it, the better the returns, but also like the more reactable it is.
Engage.
Whoa, whoa! Holy shit, Red. That was a good one. He had to red parry there too. Ah. Yeah, that was a death moment for Ryu. Ryu was just done. He needed that DP to hit. Dudley could either hit a button and interrupt or eat Denshin, which was unsafe on hit because Ryu didn't have time to charge it, and then just punish, which is what happened. Denshin has to be like level 4 or something before it's safe at point blank. But it's always safe if it dizzies. Problem was it wasn't dizzying there. Reversal something. Who knows what? Dudley has no reversal. Except super. And I think all 3 of his supers are invincible. So you can use any of them as a reversal. Oh, EX Jet Upper. I often don't think about that. I think that's invincible. You never see Dudleys do that. It's just really rare for some reason. Oh, love that. Corner only combo. Dudley can only do that combo when he's in the corner. Such a cool combo too. I wish there was more stuff like that. There's very few instances of that in Street Fighter. But it's a cool idea. There's so many instances of characters getting a longer combo when they've got a cornered opponent. But very few of characters getting better stuff if they themselves are cornered. Makoto and Aura both get better stuff when they're cornered. Because they have combos that are especially dangerous mid-screen. Oh no! What was it? What did he want? Did he expect to be parried? Was it a punching cross? Imagine if Ken hit that. There's no way he wanted that. But I don't know what he wanted. Red parry! It wasn't even a punish! That was a well-angled drop. Drill. Oh, it's heavy. It's unsafe. 3 hits equals heavy. Nice. Oh, it's gonna hit, yeah? No juggle. Juggle wasn't gonna kill, but it was gonna get Ken to a point where throw was gonna kill. So messing up that juggle was really important. Necro's so dangerous when he corners you, I love it. It's really fun to see the way Necro like corner into light pressure. You can come out of the dive kick, but it's really fucking hard. It has very little hit stun and block stun. I remember recently in one of these a-cho videos, I saw Necro do the drill at a very like nice arc into back short strong target combo, and it all comboed. It was a 4-hit combo, and then he comboed super after that. And it was just like, oh shit, he actually did it. It's just really rare. See, that one like couldn't have been a combo, but that's the exact sequence this Necro did. But just the angle was wrong. He was too close starting off. You have to like clip the ankles. Ooh, dizzy. I was wondering if it was gonna kill, and it stunned. It's very rare to see a combo out of the drills. The drills are a super cool way to make sure that Necro's not a sitting duck mid-air. He definitely has like an air presence, like he can jump around. And he's not taking too much of a risk, but also the reward is super low. That's what I really like about it. It gives Necro this whole like other space of neutral, but the risk reward is just super low. Having a low risk on a character like Necro, who kind of seems like he would normally be like a character who just kind of gets beaten up, you know what I mean? Normally these zoning characters just, you know.
Are you ready? Go.
It reminds me a bit of SF5 drills from Dalsim and Minot. Also pretty low risk, low reward. But even then, they're higher reward than Necro in this game. Light electricity. Or unmashed or whatever. Oh no, the cross-up actually hit. That looked like it was going to be a cross-up pretty comfortably, I think. I'd have blocked that.
Prepare to strike. Now.
There are no SA2 Urians. Clapping for a group of people who simply do not exist.
Are you ready? Go.
He's the only one. And I bet actually he's an SA3 Urian, he was just fucking around. Yeah, trades are pretty uncommon in SF5. You can trade normals with special moves, and you can trade normals of the same strength. And those both happen here and there. But because normals of the same strength usually trade with similar hit advantage, it's very rare to see trade combos in SF5. The only trade combos that exist are usually normals trading with special moves. A really common one of those is
You win.
Orochi from Kareen.
Are you ready? Go.
Yeah, it's a got trade DP. It's not common though. It was pretty uncommon. It was like a sign of mastery in SF4, but now it's just not even a component of the game as of SF5. Nice. Drop the juggle though. Sorry, this kills for that meter, I think. Maybe. He spent the bar to be safe. I wonder if electricity would have killed.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Roundhouse. You don't see that normal very often. Ooh, that was medium into no super cancel. And then he used it to throw reset. Medium spin hook. You got banned on Twitter? What'd you do?
Final round. Now.
Super punishes, right? Oh, he went for low forward super, which I think also punishes, but he just dropped it. It's harder. Yeah, this is like getting banned from Twitter is like an opportunity to stop using Twitter.
You win. Fighters ready. Engage.
No, it's just 12-hour ban. You'll be alright. That mirror was nice. It's a perfect mirror. Didn't get any hits until Necro himself got hit. Absolutely immaculately placed. Crush Fierce again. That time it looked very on purpose.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Twitter now reminds me of Tumblr like 5 years ago. Where it feels like a lot of people are just like trying to get a reaction. Nice. Cool juggle. Pretty sure he could have killed Meterless with repeated crouch down back fierces.
Final round. Engage.
Oh yeah, the Exodus. It is just Tumblr users, isn't it? Yo, he got all of them! He missed the jab at the end. I think he can still get that jab. Oh. Did you guys see all those down back fierces? That did so much fucking damage. Those are hard to do. Oh, he still lost. This matchup's tight as hell.
You win.
You can jab, well, I don't know if you can jab against fucking Urian, but you can break 6.
Fighters ready. Engage.
6 is not a hard roll in third strike. You've just got to hit fast enough within like 14 frames or something like that. I think versus Hugo, Necro can do 6 down back fierces into jab into SA1, and then the SA1 actually hits.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Oof. Also high Shotokan. Q, I don't even remember if that combo works. I feel like I only see it on Hugo and Urian. I don't remember if it works on Q or Alex. Oh yeah, just say Ambu. Didn't even think about it. Oro has limit breaks. Technically, Ryu's hard uppercut into SA2 is a limit break. Because Ryu's hard uppercut inflicts JP 15. And the opponent is juggleable by a super for 1 frame. And SA2 hits in that 1 frame. Ooh, EX headbutt. Or I can limit break very easily with an EX uppercut ender. That like gets 3 hits even at the end of his 5-hit combo. Ooh. Oh, this is over. He's gotta weather the storm. Never mind. He got the block. If he missed either of those blocks, he was toast. Ooh, he's dead.
You win. Now. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Their crossbow blockables are good, but what's also good with Sayambu is just the overhead limb mixes. You can go either way. Same with Tengu Stone. They basically work exactly the same way. Oro 3-stone Tengu works almost exactly like Sayambu. And Oro 5-stone Tengu works almost exactly like Genejin. Nice. Important moment right there. Oh. That cancel there would have been nice. What was that? It looked like it hit a backdash. If that was parry into throw, I think that EX Fireball never would have come out. But Urian was not going to do that because he was probably looking for multiple parries. He was probably anticipating like low short into EX up or something like that. Saiyans do not get higher priority, but also the Shadow, you can't trade with the Shadow. So even though you can hit Yang, you'll get hit by the Shadow as a punish for you hitting Yang. So it's actually like, it's different, but it's like similarly strong. Oh, it's, I think that was a punish. It lost a hit, so it was kind of wacky. Depending on how hard Tatsu hits, it can be pretty hard to punish. Oh, you can tackle there, it's hard. The idea is you already have charge, and then as Ryu crosses you up, you can like just tap forward and kick to get a tackle going the other way. It's rather difficult though.
Final round. Go.
Oh, big combo. Never mind. He was way too far away. What he got was pretty funny looking. Jump right out, stay medium kick. Probably optimal though. Okay, yeah, knee drop's really smart there. Oh yeah, okay, low parry. Very smart. That's usually what I go for. It's like the most practical way of getting out of that. Ah. This is unblockable, right? Tackle, dash tackle. I mean dash headbutt. Yeah. The mirror placement wasn't perfect for an unblockable, but it was difficult to do anything as Ryu there. Parry was risky on wake up, but it was probably the best way out. Because if you parry, then you don't get pushed into the mirror. And he wasn't in the mirror by default. Oh, tricky. Little shimmy. Ah, nice. It's almost kill. Oh, it is kill. I overestimated Urian's HP.
Are you ready? Go.
Another little shimmy. This Ken's neutral is looking kind of clean. Ooh, he bounced the wrong way. Straight combo. Yo, you see that? That was pretty goofy looking. Oh, this is big. You don't have mirror. Not actually big. Kind of big. Burning the mirror there. That was aggressive. He should have saved that. Now he's got no meter going into round 3. Okay, that's nice. If he had a bar, he could have done EX tackle there. Urian lives or dies on his meter. Oh, this is good. This is good. This could completely turn around. Oh, Ken did it. Okay, okay, okay. This is over. He was up a lot of health round 2. That's all I'm saying. That missed. Wrong version. Ah, I hate when people do that to me. You parry the meaty and then they just DP anyway. I always feel like an idiot whenever I eat that. You can do parry into a slightly delayed back throw. You throw them into the corner if they don't do anything. But if they DP, you parry, you block the DP. You can also just double tap your parry.
Are you ready? Go.
It is a good game. It's hard to do because you've got to time the throw very precisely. And also it's not very rewarding because throws are not very rewarding, but at least you're out of the corner. Oh no! Damn. Oh, one hit. Nice. That's true.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
Remember in SF5 when Ken players used to do Air EX style too? And then they nerfed it in Season 2 and it's been nerfed ever since. And now Kens just don't do it. Sad days. The aggressive ass parry and Yang just did nothing. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't hit again. Ken was like a low-key top tier in Season 1. And then got nerfed really bad and then just disappeared. Chinta. I remember seeing footage of him from forever ago.
Are you ready? Go.
Akuma's scary in this game. You don't really feel the health. He doesn't feel like a low health character. Like when you're fighting twins, they feel low. You're fighting Ibuki, they bleed. But I feel like you don't get hits on Akuma the same way.
Final round. Engage.
Oh, that was DEDOS. Perfect meter. For people who haven't seen that one, if the low forward hits, it builds more meter than if it's blocked. So Ken gets his meter to a very precise amount. Oh! No DP. Ken gets his meter to a very precise amount where he can just always buffer the super. I like Akuma's neutral more than Ken's.
Fight is ready.
But Ken has better Oki. And maybe a higher ceiling with the double DPs and stuff. If you actually have Ken double DPs, you have higher damage than Akuma. Just in general, you probably have higher damage than Akuma. And then of course you've got way more health. Yes, I made the meme, it's on Twitter.
Prepare to strike.
It's true.
Now.
Oro, as Oro, I just uppercut Demon Flip whenever I see it, and I usually can't get punished for that. But I don't just mean the Demon Flip in terms of better neutral. But he does have it. And it is occasionally. In some matchups it's super good. Ooh. There's also the Tatsu. The Akuma's Tatsu on the ground is actually decent. Whereas Ken's is pretty bad.
Alright, that's cool.
Akuma's Air Tatsu is very similar to Ken's Air Tatsu. It's a bit worse, but it's free.
Are you ready?
Ken's cost meter.
Go.
Ken's Oki is way better than Akuma's though. Nice. Ooh, that was a whiff punish. Hit Yang midair. Oh, it's gonna be safe though, I think. Oh, that's an option Necro always has. Jump into fucking light drill or whatever it is. Pretty sure light drill's the horizontal one. Super jump light drill to zoom out of the corner. That's pretty hard for a lot of characters to chase.
Are you ready? Go.
I think this is a really hard matchup for Necro. Well, I don't know about really hard, but I'm pretty sure it's one of his more annoying ones. It's very difficult to control twin movement as Necro. For like most of the low tiers, Chun-Li's the worst matchup, but I've heard Necros say that Yana's the worst matchup for him. Which, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Haitatsu can be very hard to punish, depending on matchups. Necro's neutral seems okay versus Chun. Like, I don't think he gets shut down, you know? Like, I think Chun-Li's a better character, but I feel like Necro's still playing his normal game. Whereas a lot of characters have to, like, do something really whack shit to even play Chun-Li on the ground. That drill looked kind of whack. Look, we're looking at it. Safe jump drills, block string is into light, spin hook, random buttons. He's got decent normals. A lot of range, not super fast. But he's actually got some decent, like, fast normals too. Stuff like low short, back short. Stand strong, back strong. All good normals. Low jab. Excuse me, low jab. Scary. Ken seems pretty obnoxious for Necro too, because EX Air Tatsu is really good at killing the airspace for Necro. And then also, Ken gets double DPs in this matchup really easily. So his damage output is really high. I would be not surprised at all to learn that Shipu punishes some stuff in this matchup too. Nice. I'm doing alright. I can see this being a real hard matchup for Necro. I don't think Necro truly gets counterpicked by anyone. I think most of his bad matchups are just 4-6s. Maybe there's like a 3-7 somewhere. Aura's pretty bad for him. Aura's like a 6.5, 3.5 in Aura's favor.
Prepare to strike. Now.
And then probably like Yan might be 6.5, 3.5 or something like that. Or just 7.3, I don't know. I don't know, I'm not a Necro player. But I am an Aura player and I can say that matchup is generally pretty good for me. Oh baby. Get tossed in the corner 3 times, 4 times. Wake up, stand fierce. It's probably a parry before that we didn't see.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice. Oh, great confirm. That's how it goes in high level third strike sometimes. Ugh. I miscounted too. I thought that string was over. I thought he parried every hit of Rekka. EX Rekka's so annoying to punish even if you're parrying it. Nice. Oh, he didn't use the EX. Every time I see Necro versus Makoto, that one looks pretty fun. Necro really doesn't look weak in that matchup.
Battle. Go for it.
I would be surprised to learn that's like a 5-5. It's probably Makoto's favor, but it doesn't seem by much. Nice. By 5 versus Ken.
Strike. Now.
It is going back and forth with these players. Ooh. Oh, he red parried? I forget what that is on block. I think it's safe, but I don't remember. Necro players avoid doing it on block like the plague, so you don't get a whole lot of practice.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
No, I want the EX twirly whirly. -9. Maybe it's like a pushback issue. But Ken would get a good punish either way. Oh, there it is. You parried me? Here's my DP. There is a punishable window on parried attacks before the DP cancel is even possible. But you have to do something really fast, and most people do damage optimal stuff after parries rather than really fast stuff. Like most Ryus after they parry you will probably do something like stand fierce or crouch fierce. But for Ryu in particular, those normals are really quick anyway, so it's not really a big issue for him. But like let's say Q. Q would do close medium kick, which is not terribly fast, but very rewarding on hit. At least compared to other stuff Q has. Parry to throw I think would come out in time, but I'm not even sure of that. I think so. It depends on the normal you parry, I think. Because you have more time if it's a light. And less time if it's a heavy. The game like knows that punishing if it didn't add frames, even if you parried light normals, it would be really hard to punish them. So depending on like okay, there you go, we got some hard numbers. Plus hard punch to hard DP blows up parry throw. If it was like close medium punch or close jab, then the throw might come out in time. Yeah, light tornado hooks plus.
You win.
You got a red parry that one. Oh no, video ended. Give me 10 seconds. I'm actually participating in a shitty little third strike tournament. It starts at 4 p.m. It's not quite started. Right now there's 12 players. It's called Stupid Strike 39. I don't know any. I know like one of the players. Yeah, it's online. It's a 5K tournament. I won't link it so none of you can join. There's a cute little weekly that the guy organizing it was just like, hey, Beth, you should join one of these. I was like, okay. And now here I am. I joined one. But we need to waste 12 minutes before it starts. So I need some video that's going to take up 12 minutes of our time. Kane, my favorite character. This is like the aura of this game. You can join next week. It's a weekly. They do it every Friday or whatever. Oh. Maybe I could give you a link. Oh, there it is. Now you can just find it. '96. That's the one without hops. No, 95 is the one without hops. I think 94 didn't have hops, but you couldn't even choose your own team. No, 96 might have been the first one with hops. Yeah, is that Ed or DiCapri? Is that Dormammu? I think Dormammu would fit. Cheap. What Street Fighter character has the biggest nards? Don't say Abigail or Hugo, because they've clearly been juicing. They probably have tiny, tiny testicles. Poison. Boxer. Goken, Hakan, all good answers. Alex, perhaps. Remember when MKX showed the testicles of every male character during Cassie's X-ray? And there was a uniform testicle size, except Ferrator had fucking giant testicles, and Raiden had tiny ones. Yeah, Cassie's X-ray was to explode your fucking testicles. Did the same damage to male and female characters. Explain this one. Yeah, Gato was in and Tizok. They were both in KOF 11. And I guess technically Tizok is king of dinosaurs, probably. So he was in the most recent game. Nice. Gato looks really nasty. It's a grimy top tier looking play style. Kane does too. Also, if you've ever seen a fucking Kevin player, played well, that character is gross as fuck. Oh, what about Kevin? Right then. I don't know the actual tier list of this game, but those three characters all look like cheap as hell. But I like Kane's variety of cheapness, and I hate the other two. A lot of the really popular character designs in this game are also like bad characters. I remember that, like Terry and Brock, and also I think B. Janet are all supposed to be kind of bad. Whoa. But Marco Rodriguez. Oh, Janet's good. Okay, never mind. What about the Hotaru? Where's she? Is she good or bad? I want to find the guy who's like, we need to change the name of Marco Rodriguez. And I want to punch him in the face. Like, what was the thought process? Oh, the name Marco Rodriguez won't fucking resonate with US players. It'll be too unfamiliar to them. Better name him Kushnud Butt. It feels like it should have been the other way around. It feels like they should have called him Kushnud Butt in Japan and then been like, oh, that's a stupid name. We better change it to something normal. Oh, okay. There was a Marco Rodriguez. Anyone remember FF5? Main character's name was Bart's Krauser. And in the PS1 release of the game, they Latinized his name as Butts Klauser. And that's not even the worst mistake that game made with naming characters. There was another character who was named Sarisa, and the fucking translated name was Salsa. They called her Salsa. Can't even wrap my head around how stupid of a name Princess Salsa is. Are they princesses? Are they food? This tournament's starting pretty soon. There's probably gonna be like fucking 5 extra entrants. Because of me. No, the super. You could read manga while watching me. Sounds kind of comfy, honestly. I hate that close D. I just hate it. I don't know why. I think his... I don't know how it works in this game. But his super where he jumps on you and snaps your fucking arm or whatever, or your neck. Whatever's going on. They had anywhere juggle, I think, in KOF 11. Then moves with anywhere juggle are fucking crazy in KOF. Is that what they call it? I think they call it that. It was fucking third strike for like 2 hours. You missed the boat. Oh, it's just you. Okay, well. See you in grand finals. I don't know the caliber of the other players. So maybe they'll be good. If Exodus enters, we're all fucked. He's the best. It's 4 o'clock. I guess I could just post the link. I'm done watching this dumb game.